What if the secret to a longer, healthier life isn't locked inside a supplement bottle, but already sitting on your plate? Around the world, there are 5 places where people routinely live to 100 and beyond, and not just live, but thrive, mentally sharp, physically active, and mostly free of chronic disease. They're called the Blue Zones, and today, we're uncovering exactly what these people eat every single day that helps them live so long. And spoiler alert, it's not kale smoothies or some new fad diet. Let's travel the world together, one bite at a time, starting with a place where wine is practically a health food. 1. Sardinia, Italy, the secret's in the soup, and the wine. In the mountain villages of Sardinia, you'll find the world's longest lived men, and even one family of 9 siblings with a combined age of 861 years. Their secret? Well, part of it is in the wine. They sip a deep red called Costa, loaded with artery-cleansing antioxidants thanks to how it's fermented with the seeds and skins. Cheers to that. But the real star of their diet? A hearty bowl of minestrone soup, made with olive oil, beans, barley, garlic, tomatoes, and onions. This isn't just comfort food, it's microbiome magic. High fiber plus plant diversity equals a gut that can control inflammation, boost immunity, and even improve your mood. And don't forget the bread, sourdough, fermented with healthy bacteria that reduce gluten and make it easier to digest. It's grandma approved and gut friendly. What's not to love? 2. Okinawa, Japan, the power of plants. Welcome to Okinawa, where women live longer than anywhere else on Earth. Their plates are colorful, plant-powered, and totally intentional. They eat bitter melon, which helps control blood sugar. Turmeric, a natural anti-inflammatory with powerful anti-cancer benefits. Tofu, their go-to plant-based protein. And the MVP. Sweet potatoes. These purple beauties used to make up 60% of their daily calories, packed with fiber, vitamins and slow-burning energy. No crash diets. No counting macros. Just real, healing food, eaten with purpose. 3. Ikaria, Greece, the island where people forget to die. On the Greek island of Ikaria, people live so long and so well, they call it the place where people forget to die. Their diet? Classic Mediterranean, but with a wild twist. They load up on wild herbs like rosemary, oregano, sage, mint. These herbs aren't just for flavor, they lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and act as natural diuretics. Ikarians even drink them as tea, morning and night, keeping their brains sharp and their hearts healthy. Because in Ikaria, they know something we often forget: what's good for the heart is good for the brain. 4. Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica, the simplicity of the 3 sisters. Now let's head to the Nicoya Peninsula, home to the longest lived people in the Americas. Their secret? It's humble, hearty, and ancient. The 3 sisters: corn, think homemade, tortillas, beans, squash. These 3 form a nutritional powerhouse: complete protein, complex carbs, and gut-friendly fiber. In fact, about 80% of their daily calories come from these simple, unprocessed foods, prepared with care, eaten with family, and enjoyed without stress. Sometimes less really is more. 5. Loma Linda, California, USA, the nutty longevity trick. And finally, we visit Loma Linda, California, a quiet town with some of the longest lived Americans, mostly from the Seventh-day Adventist community. They follow a biblical, plant-based diet, inspired by the book of Genesis: every seed-bearing plant And every tree that has fruit with seed in it. That means lots of whole grains, nuts, beans, fruits and veggies. One standout habit. They eat a handful of nuts every single day. Just 2 ounces is linked to 2 extra years of life. That's a pretty good ROI for a snack. Faith, purpose, community, and food, it all ties together. Wrap up, what all blue zones have in common. So what do all these long-living people have in common? Mostly plant-based diets. High in fiber. Minimal processed foods. Meals rooted in culture, connection, and intention. They're not chasing the next big trend, they're sticking to timeless truths. And here's the good news, you don't have to move to Sardinia or Okinawa to start eating like the longest living people on Earth. It can start with your next meal. Maybe it's a bowl of soup, a handful of herbs, or a sweet potato instead of fries. Your longevity journey starts on your plate. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone you want to grow old with. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on eating well, living longer, and thriving every day. See you in the next one, and until then, eat like you mean it.